Welcome to the arcade, everybody. We're back in Farming Sim 25. And we are back for another season. We're going to mulch this field. Today, next episode, we will go ahead and cultivate it, you know the drill. That field over there is actually ready to be planted. So I went through all the stages and everything just to see, and it's ready to go. It's been fertilized and everything else, so they got it all ready for us. Now I did look at the price of the silos. The small silo costs $75,000. The large silo costs $100,000. So we do have enough to get a silo. I don't know if we will or not, because we might have to look into doing like lime and stuff. We don't want to hit the neighbors. Doesn't matter if I hit that field because, well, that's my field and it needs done anyway, so. It's going to be the next field to be mulched. In fact, it's going to be mulched while we are cultivating this field. So, yeah. Hope everybody's having a good day. The farm is growing. We are getting there pretty fast. Let's back it up a little bit, because I completely bombed that one. And let's try again. So yeah, what I decided to do is I'm going to completely work one field, and I'm going to have the AI work the other field. The fields that I work, I'm going to show you. The ones that they work, well, I mean, that'll just kind of be boring for you, because you just be watching them work with no talking, because the AI can't talk. But I am thinking about buying a small silo and setting right at the end of this field where that building used to be. I'm going to push it back a little further than that building was, though. That way it's not in the way of swinging tractors and stuff. So yeah, right now we're gonna mulch this up. Get this field mulch. And then, like I said, next episode we will cultivate this one while the AI mulches that one. Get the fields ready, because next month we're going to plant this one. All three of them need planting. So I might actually plant that one out there myself with soybeans. And I'll bring you guys along with it, because it's the first planting of that field. And you guys have seen these fields many times. Although I probably will show you planting of one of them again. shouldn't say planting. I guess it's called sowing. You know, you think after playing this game for so long, you'd learn these things. I'm a slow learner. Whoa. Okay. Alright, yeah, I see it. I gotcha. This field is just ever so slightly uneven. Just enough that our next pass on this side is not going to do much of anything. But we're going to do it nonetheless. I still do love mulching. Mulching a field is actually one of my favorite things to do in a field. No. It didn't want to register for some reason. I don't know why. In fact, it might have been because I might have tapped the button by accident when I was trying to line up. Those buttons are very, very finicky sometimes. The slightest tap will set them off. So yeah, the farm is definitely underway. I've now got all 3 of the greenhouses selling the saplings. I know that if I decide that we're going to do short grain rice again, which we might do it from time to time, I'm not going to lie, it was a lot of work. But for a mere, whoops, that wasn't the button I needed. For the mere $14,000 that it paid extra, it just was not worth the extra work. But nonetheless, it is fun. Well, I mean, it's a good experience. So we might do it from time to time, but it's going to be few and far between. For the most part now, we're doing long grain rice in both of these fields. We're going to do soybeans over there for a while, just because I'm looking at cash crops. Once we buy that field behind us, actually, we might buy the field over on the other side first. and get like chickens or something started over there. Because with us having that soybean field, we could do sorghum in there, and that would feed the chickens. Of course, we really got to get a silo. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff we still need to get. And some of the things we need to get a sprayer, because we need to be able to weed the fields now that we're getting regular fields. Another thing we need to get, actually, I think that might be it. It's just a sprayer to weed them. Oh no, we need to get a fertilizer slash. Well, we need to get a fertilizer thingy so we can fertilize that other field. Because you want to put 2 fertilizers down. Because you want that 100%. And then we need a lime dispenser, so we put lime down on that field as well. Lime gets expensive. Not gonna lie. But 1 harvest of sorghum will feed chickens for a very, very long time. So, knowing that, we'll run soybeans when we're not running sorghum for the chickens. And then after we get chickens, we might turn around and buy that field. Of course, I don't know how fast chickens produce. And I don't know if chickens are really that profitable. I have no idea. Never really got into the animal husbandry thing in this. So it's going to be an experience getting into the animal husbandry thing. I could probably watch some videos on it or something. Which I might. Just to learn. But I have definitely accomplished my goal. My goal was to get rich. Well, I can't say getting rich, but my goal was to make it on rice. And we have done that. We have done long grain rice, we've done short grain rice. I'm not getting rid of the rice fields anytime soon. We will continue to do long grain rice, occasionally short grain rice. So in actuality, I am hitting my goals. We started with nothing. We started with no equipment. And here we are, the 50th. Oh no, this is like the 52nd, 53rd episode, something like that. And we're making it. We own a farm. We're good to go. Why does that have tire tracks like that? Oh, never mind. I know why. Drove the truck through here earlier. All right, last line. So yeah, I would say we've accomplished our mission, and now everything else that we're doing is just a bonus. And like I said, I'd eventually like to own most of the map. I mean, I really don't need to own all the map, but I'd like to own most of it. I'd like to have all the animals. You know, at least one pen of each animal. And that means 3 different types of cattle, because you need your milking cattle, you need your beef cattle, and then you need the what else? Everybody wants a water buffalo. Yours is fat and mine is slow. Where'd we get them? I don't know. Everybody's got a water buffalo. Anyway, fans of the genre know what that song is. Well, thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to join us in our Discord family. We do occasional giveaways on the channel, so hope to see you there. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.